I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want 'em, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm
Stop bouncing me. Yay!
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I've been after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I've been after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the video, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm toothpaste. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he wicked. We pull out with them guns, you know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I can't look like an ape and I will never squeal. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I advise you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up with the steel. I'ma pull up with the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop camming, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitch. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money in my mind, put money in my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. With my time I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, now I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna clown me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing video shooting on the Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car. My life is on, they wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm gonna clean your fire right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this so no, that's why ain't no game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
From the streets, bitch.
Bro, this ain't it, dog.
What? That was pain I was spitting. The depressed music is in.
Listen, you really want to pop? Diss somebody.
Oh, yeah. People love beef. But who could I beef with? Oh, yeah, I got somebody in mind. DJ Pooh, start that beat up, homie. Bitch, what you thought I forgot? I'm grown now. You think just because I came out your womb, your slew-footed ass can tell me what to do? Hell no, you got something else coming. In 03, you embarrassed me when you caught me and my friend smoking. Your big ass walked up, built like a fridge with the doors open. When I was a kid, she made me wear a helmet when I rode my bike. Woman had me in that ghetto school when she know my ass couldn't fight. You keep cutting the beat off, man. What's up?
Bro, you making a diss track about your moms?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The woman that raised you?
Hold on now, she wasn't always there. She used to work 2 jobs and come home late and cook dinner for me. Talking about I gotta clean the kitchen. Talking about she too tired to clean the kitchen because she been working all day trying to support this family. Ain't nobody told your goofy ass to get 2 jobs, mama? What? Hey, I'm not a street nigga.
It's the late night crew. What the fuck going on, kids? Pretty late, huh? I was not coming to work, but here I am. God is great. Good to see everybody. Say what's up to your boy. Hiram in the cut one time, you know what the fuck we doing. Janice, Sigma, Aaron, Samoy, Lisa, Amber, Daniel, Barry, Kendra, KS Dub. I'm just gonna smoke a blunt or two. Look at some silly shit. Going to bed. I got a Big Brother review I gotta do in the early AM. Especially since Rachel shook up the world. Yeah, me too. I was hanging out with my wife. Me and my wife was chilling. She fell asleep. I fell asleep for a little bit. I woke up. I was like, I'm not gonna cheat the system. But I'm not gonna stay no 4 hours either because we got a veto tomorrow. Gotta update people where they want to hear and all the good stuff. And I know it ain't gonna be too many of us here tonight. That's why I came. I was like, man, this should be fun. Just a couple of us kicking it. And so we are. I tried to, Carefree. I tried to. I watched the press conference about the Louisiana mayor. That shit had me rolling. She probably getting ready to go lay down. This is bad. First of all, she is everything that they try to say that Tiffany Henry was. What they said Tiffany Henry was, this bitch really is. I'm thinking about looking at Uvar a little bit. He done lost his fucking mind. He done lost his motherfucking mind. I was watching House Party. JC, what's happening? It's a good Friday. It's a really good Friday. Chilling. The best news of today is I do have my phone back. God is great. So it'll be about Monday before I can say I'm officially back all the way around the board, because I don't know if y'all know, man, getting on the new phone is a pain in the ass. Like getting all of your shit from your other phone on your new phone and getting logged in to all your apps, getting everything fucking updated, downloaded, all that shit, it is a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. But we about there. We about there, man. SIM card doesn't really help with what I'm talking about. I do a lot of work on my phone, and it's a lot of different stuff, and it's a lot. I ain't gonna go into great detail because it's not for the internet, that type of business, but it's a lot. It's a lot for me personally, switch over phones. Like, and that's with me having a backup. I made a total backup before the phone went down. Because something told me, it was like, man, just back it up right now. And I think I had just backed it up the day before. But someone was like, man, just back that motherfucker up now, so you don't have to worry about it. Good night, Hiram. I was trying to listen to some old school songs, but everything made me think of Jed. What? Lay your head on my monkey and just relax. Hey, that nigga hiding right now too. This shit actually got me kind of laughing. This shit got me laughing because that nigga, he hiding right now. That nigga had a big plan and that shit did not really work. Because here I am, still sitting right here. Scott Free was happening. Shout out to Battlefield. There's I actually haven't been thinking about Jed today. I don't think about Jed most days. Like, he comes up in my daily shit, but that's because of, the briefings I get. It's hard to not think about a motherfucker when you filing a federal lawsuit. You know what I mean? Big, what's happening? It's hard. I ain't get to watch Smack. I saw all of 30 seconds of SmackDown. 30 seconds. I don't even know. Where the fuck do the replay of SmackDown be at? Where does it be on? Peacock? It goes to Peacock, right? J-Rock? It's a good Friday night. I don't know what I'm doing on finale. I don't know how I'm gonna play that shit. I got a lot coming up. Today's the 16th. Like just past midnight, we're into the 16th, bro. So you know what that means, man. That means it's getting closer and closer. So basically, there is no SmackDown replay. I have to download it. Is that what we saying? Like I have to download the replay of SmackDown to watch it. I mean, obviously I can get some segment clips off of YouTube from WWE. Oh man, they get on my nerves. And I know it wasn't worth it to download. What are the odds WWE will file for bankruptcy after the ESPN Disney merger? Well, that's not really how it go because that shit being on ESPN, it'll probably never like completely die out, but it's gonna be bad. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's not that bad." Man, y'all don't know Disney influence. It always sounds like it's not gonna be that bad, and then once they get their hands on it, that's when you find out it's bad. Like, bro, some wrestlers are gonna get caught in some weird shit. You know how normally wrestlers get caught in some kind of weird shit. We just keep it pushing, act like nothing. Disney's gonna want niggas fired. I can't wait to see the first person to get fired for something goofy because Disney wanted them out. Like, no, Disney can't be trusted. I can't. I'm not gonna trust them. When they took over Marvel, I knew what it was then. I knew what it was then. I said the only reason why I finished out the saga was because they said the Disney shit ain't gonna kick in until after Endgame. I was like, oh, well, thank you for letting me know that. And I don't think I've seen a complete Marvel movie since. I've seen bits and pieces, and none of them really. This comes from somebody who saw the whole saga with his wife. Me and Christy went and saw pretty much every Marvel movie in the theater. So I'm not I'm not falling for it. Wrestling is gonna take it. I wouldn't even be surprised if we start taking a slow turn back to the PG era. Because I like how they say shit where they like, well, look at like Pat McAfee. I'm like, yeah, Pat McAfee, they let him do that like frat boy shit, but don't get it twisted. If he ever did anything edgy for real, or it really went against the ESPN shit, he'd be fired. Number 5, what's happening? Yep, they ruined Star Wars. They ruined NBA. This ESPN is one of the biggest reasons why the NBA is trash now. The commentary is worse than it's ever been. There are no iconic voices. You know, they try to tell us that Dana Burke is the Marv Albert of our time. No, she's not. You know, we got about Mike Breen is the only one. Like, that's it. But like, even Mike Breen, he sucks because all he does is toe the corporate line all the way. Yeah, Logan Paul gonna be fucked. I could see that too. Big. We was so pissed off because we had got into that shit where it was like all of them when it was like the Immortals, but all they shows. What was all the shows? It was the white boy out in the Shaolin shit. I can't remember his name. You had Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and then all of a sudden, gone. Luke Cage, that show was great. Jessica Jones was great. It was The Defenders. Thank you. Oh, J-Rock, I think you missed when I announced it the other night. I saw that shit. I'm gonna have to get me a couple boxing cards just for old time's sake. Right. So like things that made basketball exciting and shit was like Dennis Rodman. And the main reason why Dennis Rodman got to get away with everything is because he was really that good of a basketball player. But, you know, they don't want niggas to have personalities now. And we in this era where it's all about one player. Like when Jordan was being Jordan, people weren't talking about him the way they talk about LeBron. Where it's like George is miles ahead of everybody. That wasn't a thing. There was other superstars and shit like that. Now they only want to push LeBron. There's no other superstars. J-Rock, have you seen the motherfuckers though? The motherfuckers look like they could be cold. Where did I see her? I think it was Tops on X. Yep. Because they put this picture of this one-on-one Floyd Mayweather. Like, yeah, right. Bro, Floyd Mayweather has been a total letdown since retiring from boxing, which I expected. He's not very bright. My favorite boxer of all time, but he's not very bright. It's only out on pre-order right now. It's on pre-order. Let me see how much it is. Nigga, they sold out and the shits ain't even out yet. How much were they? Supposed to come out September 5th. I just want to know the price. Y'all hype beats be, bro. I can't even run with you hype beats ass niggas. Hype beast. Nigga, they was like limit 10 cases per customer. Y'all niggas out here doing the most. Can I get just a how much it's gonna be? Shit. Let's see how much they're going for on eBay if anybody got any. So it looks like there's some people got the shit going for like $300. Looks like it's going like around $300 a box. Yeah. Because somebody bought the case was $1,000. Like y'all niggas is crazy. Somebody bought a case of this shit. Here, look, I'll put it on the screen. Some of y'all niggas be smoking crack, bro. All I want to know, well, at least I know how much the case costs. This nigga let you know to your face that he ripping you off. Hold up, nigga. That nigga told you to your face, look, nigga. Here go my receipt, nigga. I got the shit for $1,000. almost $1,079, but you can get it off of me for $3,400. Nigga, what? Ain't nobody doing that, nigga. Y'all niggas is doing the most, bro. Like I want to get my hand on a pack or two, but this just seems a bit excessive. This is definitely some shit. I'm like, I'll wait until like Christmas where some people trying to get rid of some. So let me think. How many is in a case? 12 boxes per case. All right. So, because they don't really give you no price break on the case. So about $90 a box. Yeah, so these ain't even going. Yeah, wait until like Christmas where the price drop, because they only retailing at like $90 a box. So everybody's hype beast in this shit right now. Everybody hoping you gonna get FOMO right now. Fuck that. Wait that out. If you wanted my opinion, because it's solely just that, an opinion. Tomorrow's Big Brother update is going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Hold on, nigga. Look, we got to watch this shit from the Have y'all heard about the shit that's been going on with the mayor in Louisiana, the first black woman mayor in Louisiana? One for yes, two for no. Here's the crazy part about this mayor. I've heard of her pretty much the entire time I've heard of Tiffany, right? It's not even close. She is what they try to tell us Tiffany is. What all the shit they try to say that Tiffany really be on, which we know that Tiffany's just goofy at the, we ain't saying she's the most upstanding citizen ever, but she ain't this criminal mastermind like they try to make it. This bitch here. This shit is like, she got indicted today. So that's all, that in itself is a big deal. That in itself is a big deal. You getting indicted as the mayor. Hey, look, we go listen to the press conference before we'll play like a news thing about the press conference. Nigga, this shit was crazy. I was like, wait, what's happening? Whitney, what's happening? Nah, but that's the thing though, Carefree. See, it's totally hype beast shit because it's like there's no boxing card market. You know what I mean? Not like that. Like the prices that they marking that shit up for, there has to be some highly sought after like baseball, basketball. Like them prices are gonna come down. And people will gladly come down on the prices because this is how it's gonna work. There's gonna be a few people when the shit first come out buying it from these hype beasts. So they've already made their money back and some change. So when they be holding on to that extra product at the end, they'll sell it cheaper than what they even bought it for because they've already had somebody pay them $3,000 for $1,000 case. You see what I'm saying? So should be working out. Daniel, what's happening? Daniel, I know you probably gonna talk about this. But in the meantime, J Rock, I tell some motherfuckers that as soon as the cars come out, get on fucking eBay and buy the singles. You can get you singles for under $10 because everybody's just gonna be chasing them one-on-ones and all that other shit. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. This shit's crazy. It feels, first of all, before I even get started, I don't even give a fuck if you hit the like button. It's 50 of us. We chilling, man. It's a great Friday night. Got to hang out with my wife. It was a great evening. And now it's just like, we ain't got to be stressing on Jed. Like, I got a lot of work to do with that shit. But it's August the 16th. We got like 2 weeks, bro. The nerves is kicking in. Just a taste. They supposed to, though. Kathy, what's happening? It's not nerves or worry. It's nerves of just anxiousness.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming.
Low battery.
My name is Michael Simpson, and I am the acting United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Louisiana. Before we get started, though, I would like to introduce our law enforcement partners who are here with me today.
Bro, this always kills me when they indict niggas, where they get up there and they have everybody stand up there so they could just circle jerk each other, nigga. Just, yeah, nigga, so I gotta throw some clout to this nigga, this nigga, this nigga.
Right next to me, to my left, is Jonathan Tapp, who is the special agent in charge.
That's all we got right now, Kendra.
For the FBI. Right next to him is Mr. Percy Giles, who is the assistant special agent in charge at the FBI. And next to Mr. Giles is Miss Samira Maroney, who is the supervisory special agent that oversaw.
Well, hold on, Jed, because I could be pulling on you. Old phone, new phone. Now, this one's technically the pro version of my old phone. It's like just a little bit bigger, but it's crazy how it's only a little bigger when you put them next to each other. But like when I'm looking at the screen, it's like a massive difference. Because it said it had it said it had a heavy scratch on it. I have no idea where this heavy scratch is at. No cap. I said I'll take a gamble on it because, man, whenever I make big purchases, man, I got to make sure I get the best price for whatever. I found somebody selling it basically at the exact same price as my phone, but they was like, but it's got a heavy scratch on it. And I was like, what's a heavy scratch? And I don't know if y'all have ever known anything about it's still a 7. It's a Pixel 7 Pro. But I don't know if y'all know anything about like refurbished items and phones and shit like that. I learned this when I worked at Best Buy when I was a teenager. Like when the shit say open item or refurbished or some shit, especially when it says refurbished, nigga, it's basically brand new. It's gonna look brand new to you. Pretty much whatever it is coming out of the box gonna look brand new. And so like any little scratch they'll call it. But they was like this pro, and I was looking at the pictures and they said the pictures was of the phone. And I couldn't see it, and now that I got the phone, I still can't see the heavy scratch. So I ended up getting a pro version of my phone for the same price as what my phone was going for. So God is great, definitely for that. I was holding my breath. Woohoo! So yes, Jed, another mission that we've checked off the list with, and we had the receipts to prove that, don't even worry about it. Back to you, Mr. Federal Agents. All these people getting ready to lock up the mayor.
This case. Earlier today, a federal grand jury returned an 18-count superseding indictment charging New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell and former New Orleans Police Department officer Jeffrey Paul Vappy II. They are charged with a series of fraud, obstruction of...
I refuse to go back to Galaxy after switching to Pixel. I'm stuck. I like it, and I can only imagine how good a 9 is, because I love the 7 still. Right now, 2 models behind. I can't ever say that with a Samsung. If you 2 models behind in a Samsung, it's a wrap. It sucks. This is the first time I've ever been able to be 2 models behind on something and just fine. Back market. See, that's what I be talking about, big. People don't know about the refurbished game. You be getting shit like half price, and it looks brand new to you when you get out the box.
Justice and false statement offenses for their role in a nearly 3-year fraud scheme that we allege exploited their public authority and positions. The indictment alleges that in October of 2021, Mayor Cantrell and Jeffrey Vappy, a member of her executive protection team.
So you hear that? This is the mayor and her bodyguard.
Developed a personal, intimate relationship.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
From that time until Mr. Vappy's retirement in June of 2024, they embarked on a scheme to defraud the city of New Orleans and the New Orleans Police Department.
How were they defrauding? Be a little more specific.
By exploiting Vappy's job and Cantrell's authority as mayor to have the city and the New Orleans Police Department pay Vappy's salary and expenses during the times that Vappy claimed to be on duty, but when he was actually engaged in personal activities, usually with Ms. Cantrell.
Nigga, are they saying that you was fucking the mayor on the clock, nigga? Wait. This is Joy. This is the first time I've ever held a phone this long. I didn't even look for the 8s or whatever. I was like, I can get the 7s, so because I'm just trying, I was trying to get something so I can own it. Just own the phone. That's always my number one thing, is to own my phone. And then Google prices their phones to where, like, you can realistically save for a phone. Like, these other phones be like $1,500, $1,700, $1,800 now. You get the regular version of, like, the new Pixel, I think that motherfucker's like $800, $700. That's savable, quote unquote. The 1800 joints, they be bugging. Hey, Dub, what's happening?
But sometimes alone at the Pontalba apartment. The indictment further describes the many steps that Cantrell and Vappy took to hide their scheme and to perpetuate their continued fraud, including using a secure messaging platform, WhatsApp. Specifically, Cantrell and Vappy used the WhatsApp platform to exchange over 15,000 messages, pictures, and audio clips.
Y'all was on WhatsApp. Wait, time out. Y'all was on fucking WhatsApp. Mayor ghetto, nigga. This ain't even real.
Cantrell and Vappy used the WhatsApp platform to exchange over 15,000 messages.
15,000 WhatsApp messages between the mayor and her bodyguard is outrageous.
Pictures and audio clips in an 8-month period.
15,000 messages in 8 months? Ain't no way me and Christy have sent each other 15,000 messages. Think right now. Stop. Think about it right now. Do you have anybody in your phone you can say you've sent 15,000 messages to in the last 8 months? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Like, that's a lot of fucking messages, bro. 15,000 texts, videos, pictures and shit. Like, That's a lot for 8 months, bro. Hold on, nigga. Wait. That's like 62 and a half messages a day, nigga. To one person. 62 and a half messages a day? And that's just the average. Damn.
They also used WhatsApp to intimidate subordinates, to harass a citizen.
The mayor did not harass a citizen on WhatsApp. You a liar. You, sir, are a liar.
To lie to colleagues and associates.
Yeah, Kevin, that sounds like they ain't fuck shit. That's 15,000 while you trying to get the pussy. In my opinion.
To delete evidence, to make false statements to FBI agents, to give the government an affidavit signed under oath that contained numerous false
Your favorite hustler's favorite hustler, favorite podcaster was happening. Kevin, what's going on?
Statements, and ultimately to commit perjury before a federal grand jury, all for the purpose of distracting and impeding inquiries and investigations into their activities, including a federal grand jury investigation. The superseding indictment, which we emphasize is merely a charge for which guilt must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law, alleges that Mayor Cantrell and Mr. Vappy perpetuated their scheme both in the New Orleans area and during out-of-state trips. In both instances, Vappy's activities, while claiming to be on duty, were conspicuously different than any other member of the...
And she looked like she take the dick, too. Hold on, man. This bodyguard might have a lawsuit because she looked like she just take it. You know what I mean? She looked like he didn't have no choice in the matter. Like, she's in charge. He the body. Get your ass over here. Lock that door.
Executive Protection Unit. While in New Orleans, Cantrell and...
You mean to tell me she looked like she asking nicely? She's gonna drop a hint or two. Yeah, thank you. Amber, see what I'm saying? You can see it on her face, nigga. Like, you can see this shit on her face, bro. Stop playing. Why we gotta pretend?
Vappy treated a city-owned apartment in the Pentaba building as their own personal shared residence and coordinated to spend time together.
Look, this is what's dirty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna run it back so we can hear what he said again. But I'm gonna tell you something. Look.
Personal shared residence and
anytime, ever since them couple people got busted, fake sign language. Every time I see somebody doing the sign language up here like this, I always think they faking, nigga. I done seen too many fake stories, nigga. I be thinking they faking like a motherfucker, nigga. Like, nigga, she ain't signing for real, nigga. That's not how you do that shit. Bitch, she making that shit up, nigga.
Cantrell and Vappy treated a city-owned apartment in the Pentaba building as their own personal shared residence and coordinated to spend time together there, engaging in...
Because the niggas that got caught, they looked like they was really signing. Like... They said the nigga was faking. I was like, he was? So I don't know now. You know what I mean? Freedom was happening.
Personal activities, all while Vappy claimed to be on duty for the Executive Protection Unit and was being paid to do his actual job. The superseding indictment also alleges that Mayor Cantrell and Vappy arranged for Vappy to accompany Cantrell on at least
I know exactly who you're talking about, Kendra.
14 domestic and international trips to maximize their time together and to engage in personal activities.
Is she writing that nigga a love letter right now?
In their private text messages, Mayor Cantrell characterized her trips with Vappy as both, quote, times when we are truly alone.
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
Lord, what's going on?
Close quote. And as what, quote, spoils me the most. These trips included a trip to San Francisco, which Vappy and Cantrell decided to extend for an extra day so that they could visit a series of Napa Valley wineries. While Vappy was wine tasting on April the 9th, 2022, he claimed to be working and was in fact paid for working a 15-hour day. In August 2022, Cantrell said that she would, quote, unquote, make it happen to have Vappy accompany her on a 3-day trip to Washington, D.C.
Not Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C.
D.C. for a 1-hour meeting, a trip that they both agreed they, quote unquote, needed. Shortly after they returned, Vappy described the trip to Cantrell as, quote, another leg on our journey, close quote, as he declared his love for her and their physical relationship.
Damn it.
In total, the city of New Orleans paid over $70,000 for Vappy's travel on these trips alone. When asked about her reason for bringing members of the Executive Protection Unit with her on out-of-state trips, a practice that Mayor Cantrell began about 5 months after Vappy joined the Executive Protection Unit, she justified it as a quote-unquote pivot due to COVID and...
Man, look at the pictures they got of them, nigga. Not you got... Bro. Oh, my word.
A matter of safety, in quotes. At the same time, however, she continued...
Oh, that picture's bad. Oh, that picture's bad. I mean, that's what I've always said, man. I was going to say it like this nigga got this old 1996 NBA draft suit on. This nigga obviously ain't never met a tailor because his suit is baggy. I was going to say something, but I was going to leave it alone because I thought I was going to be nitpicking. Look at the smile. Look how she looking at that nigga. That's bad. That's bad.
To take out-of-state trips without any EPU protection or Executive Protective Unit protection. In fact, on the same day, she gave one such statement.
Man. So the bartender snitched on y'all? If not, if it's a circular bar, that's still crazy. Nigga, the feds had a nigga parked right across from them, nigga. Damn. Yeah, y'all caught, nigga. This is how clumsy y'all were. They was this comfortable to get this close to y'all out in public.
She canceled a work trip to Miami and instead traveled alone by plane, then bus, then ferry to the island of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts to spend some time with Vappy. Vappy was in Martha's Vineyard attending a conference paid for by the city of New Orleans related to his position on the Hanno Board of Commissioners, a position to which Cantrell had appointed him just months earlier.
He said that motherfucker might as well sat with him. Yeah, the bartender was UC. The bartender was Vinny. I mean, they was right there. That's a crazy picture. They got y'all niggas busted.
On other occasions,
Clee was happening.
When Vappy was unavailable to accompany Cantrell on a trip, Cantrell chose not to take another member of the Executive Protection Unit with her. The superseding indictment alleges that both Vappy and Cantrell were aware that their conduct broke laws, criminal laws. For instance, in April 2022, an associate of Cantrell's explicitly told her in multiple text messages that spending public funds and using public resources for her personal relationship was illegal.
This nigga gotta hit that water one time. This hoe out here breaking the law, nigga. That nigga gotta get them flippers wet. I'll be damn.
When Vappy and Cantrell learned that the news media was investigating their time together in the Pentalba, they agreed amongst themselves to be, quote, unquote, straight and together. Days after the first news stories broke in November of 2022, Vappy conducted numerous online searches for New Orleans area attorneys who specialize in the practice of criminal law. And he researched WhatsApp's security features. But the defendant's wire fraud scheme nevertheless continued all the way until Vappy's retirement in June of 2024.
Nigga, you been retired for a year? I bet you thought you got away, nigga. I bet you thought you got away. Nigga, you was retired. Nigga, you should have took your retired ass. You should have took your retired ass out of the country, nigga. You know you have been breaking the law. That is insane to me.
As alleged in the superseding indictment, in July 2023, the grand jury issued subpoenas to both Vappy and Cantrell, compelling the production of records. The FBI also interviewed Vappy, and during the interview, Vappy lied about the nature and circumstances of his relationship with Cantrell. In response to the subpoena, Cantrell produced a selection of responsive records, but none of the over 15,000 WhatsApp messages that she had exchanged with Vappy. Cantrell also created an affidavit, sworn under oath, that in 2021 she had activated a feature on her phone that automatically deleted messages.
So you turned your phone on vanishing mode. Oh, this should be good.
In support of that statement, in her affidavit, Cantrell submitted a screenshot of her iPhone showing WhatsApp messages were set to delete in 24 hours. But in fact, Cantrell did not turn on that feature until
Not you sent a fake screenshot showing that you had the feature turned on when that shit was not turned on. You can't even make this shit up.
showing WhatsApp messages were set to delete in 24 hours. But in fact, Cantrell did not turn on that feature until December the 26th, 2022, roughly 1 month after the news media began speculating on her conduct. Moreover, this automatic deletion or quote-unquote disappearing messages feature only applied to new messages. During roughly the same period, Cantrell also manually deleted thousands of her prior WhatsApp messages with Vappy. As alleged, even at the time that Cantrell responded to the grand jury subpoena, she still possessed more than 50 pictures, including screenshots of correspondence with Vappy that were responsive to the subpoena, but which she nevertheless concealed from the grand jury. On his own, Vappy conducted online search.
Look at this shit. 2 Stellas and 4 Old Fashions. That's $90. Shit. $90 for 6 drinks? Yeah, sucked and fucked.
Concerning WhatsApp and its security level, and by which time several people had already warned Vappy and Cantrell that their conduct was illegal. The indictment further alleges that Vappy and Cantrell continued their pattern of...
Nah, that was his name on the motherfucking bill. Nah, that's his name. This is Vappy right there. He paid for that $90 of drinks.
Vappy and Cantrell that their conduct was illegal. The indictment further alleges that Vappy and Cantrell continued their pattern of obstruction through the rest of 2023 and 2024. This obstruction included improperly pressuring the interim superintendent of the New Orleans Police Department to overrule findings of an internal investigation into Vappy's conduct. When the interim superintendent did not heed that directive, Cantrell ordered the interim superintendent to nevertheless reassign Vappy back to her protection detail. Months later,
send that nigga back home. Send daddy back over here.
In a meeting that Vappy attended, Mayor Cantrell informed the interim superintendent that
exactly, Joy,
the interim superintendent would be replaced.
So he was her security. So basically all it was whenever they decided they wanted to go somewhere, she just went and was like, yeah, he was my security going with me.
Similarly,
if they would have just took one more officer with them, this probably would have never got found out.
When a private citizen took pictures of Mayor Cantrell and Vappy together in public, dining and consuming alcohol al fresco, while Vappy reported to be on duty.
Uh-oh. Drinking on duty, nigga.
Cantrell filed a police report and sought a restraining order against that citizen.
So Mayor went to the school of Jed. Okay. So, a citizen caught her out with that nigga, took a picture. This bitch tried to get a restraining order against the citizen who took the picture. She's wild.
This indictment does not allege that a relationship constitutes a crime. It also does not allege that the criminal activity occurred on merely a handful of discrete days, or that the behavior was limited to a small series of discrete actions. Rather, it reflects the prosecution of 2 public officials alleged to have engaged in a years-long continuing fraud scheme that used public money for personal ends by exploiting their power and their authority. The superseding indictment alleges that they perpetuated that fraud scheme by taking steps to keep individuals silent, to deceive subordinates, and to obstruct investigations into their relationship, including one conducted by a federal grand jury. I'd like to make several things clear, if I may.
Please.
First, my office remains steadfast in its commitment to rooting out public corruption in any form without fear or favor within the Eastern District of Louisiana.
You can cut that shit out right now, but bruh. Now, yeah, she filed for this shit that she did and is doing. But stop acting like if she wasn't one of y'all homies, y'all wouldn't care. So don't start feeding me this bullshit. Go back to the facts, because this shit you getting ready to start spitting is gonna piss me off.
And by the term public corruption, I mean public officials exploiting their positions and their power for their own personal gain. Public officials should be in their jobs to serve the public and not themselves. To do otherwise is a breach of the trust that undermines the public's faith and trust in their own government. Second, this investigation remains ongoing, and I would encourage anyone with information to come forward and to do so quickly. They can do so by contacting the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at fbi.gov, submit a tip.
Rhonda, what's happening? Good morning.
As I close today, I wish to emphasize that our investigations and our prosecutions go wherever the evidence takes us. Today's superseding indictment is the culmination of a lengthy and a deliberate investigative process in the ultimate pursuit of justice. No decision in this case was made lightly. I'd like to recognize the dedication at this time of the career prosecutors handling the case. To my right, Supervisory Assistant U.S. Attorney Jordan Ginsburg, who is Chief of the Public Corruption Unit, and AUSA Assistant U.S. Attorney Nicholas D. Moses of the Financial Crimes Unit and our Healthcare Fraud Coordinator.
More shout outs. Look at all these niggas in here, nigga. Oh, they getting ready to try to bring this bitch down, bro. Ooh. They getting ready to try to bring her down, bro.
These men were ably assisted by numerous staff members of our office who dedicated their time and energy to assist them. I also specifically recognize the supervision of Tracy Knight, who is our criminal chief and has done a wonderful job in supervising this investigation and this prosecution. Individually and collectively, I am proud of this office's collaborative, professional, selfless, and unrelenting efforts. But such a case as this requires really tremendous partnership, and we have been blessed to have such. I want to thank the members of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's New Orleans Field Office, led by Special Agent in Charge Jonathan Tapp, and his team members, Assistant Special Agent in Charge Percy Giles, and also ably assisted by Supervisory Special Agent Samira Maroney. The FBI spearheaded this investigation and have been with us on this matter from day one.
You fucked, lady. See, this is what y'all told me was gonna happen to Tiffany. This is the shit I was talking about, where it was like, if Tiffany was doing that shit y'all was saying, and the feds really watching her, this is what was gonna happen. We see what these niggas is busted.
The tireless work of FBI's agents, analysts, and support personnel deserves very special credit. I'd also like to recognize the indispensable contributions made by the Cybercrime Lab of the Department of Justice's Computer Crimes and Intellectual Property section. Finally, I'd like to thank and recognize the New Orleans Office of Inspector General.
Mayor, they doing a whole lot of high-fiving. This can't be good for you.
And the Metropolitan Crime Commission for their great cooperation in this case and their dedication to identifying and reporting corrupt and unethical activity by public officials. I'd now like to invite up to the
exactly an actual real cyber team
podium to say a few words. FBI Special Agent in Charge of the New Orleans Field Office, Jonathan Tapp.
Amber, ain't they doing a lot of high-fiving? Like, this shit crazy.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome,
Thank
sir.
you, Mr. Simpson. Good afternoon. I'm Jonathan Tapp, Special
You do not look like that voice comes out of you. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Agent in charge of the FBI here in New Orleans. Unchecked public corruption undermines the roots of our great republic. The citizens of this nation expect their public officials to uphold the public's trust, and the FBI investigates breaches of that trust that constitute violations of federal law. The citizens of New Orleans work hard to provide for their families, and they expect their public officials to be honest stewards of those funds. And today's indictment outlines a betrayal of that trust by Mayor Cantrell and Mr. Vappy. The FBI has a duty and obligation to investigate and work with the U.S. Attorney's Office and our partners to hold individuals accountable who put their interests ahead of those they've sworn to serve.
Right.
No one is above the law. The charges outlined today are very serious, and they emphasize the importance of accountability. Today's superseding indictment is the result of painstaking work by FBI special agents,
more high-fiving,
forensic accountants, and analysts who investigated every lead and piece of evidence discovered in this case. A strong criminal case is built on facts, and the investigative process to uncover those facts, bless you, can take days or even years. But the FBI is committed to the people of New Orleans and Louisiana to methodically address every element of an investigation, and that's exactly what we did here. The indictment speaks for itself and outlines just some of the information uncovered in our investigation. The full scope of the investigation will become available through the adjudicatory process.
Right.
I want to thank the Department of Justice, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Louisiana, and especially the Computer Crimes and Intellectual Property Section Cybercrime Lab and its critical assistance here.
They want to try and make it seem like they did some big shit. All they did was get this nigga's WhatsApp and read the messages.
I also want to thank the Metropolitan Crime Commission in particular for its help along the way. We appreciate the public's interest in this case and encourage anyone with information about this case or other violations of the public's trust to call the FBI.
Yeah, okay.
We can't do this job alone. With the help of the public and our partners, we will continue to carry out our mission of protecting the people of Louisiana and the United States. Thank you.
You welcome, my nigga.
So everyone, I guess this is the time for you all to do your work. We have time for some questions. Of course, I listened to my manager right there, Shane Jones. So, but please feel free to ask away, and forgive me if I drink water during this. Mr.
Simpson?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna sip this water, nigga thirsty. These better be some good ass questions.
Sir.
David Hammer, WWL. Did you take pause at all about bringing criminal charges that at the heart are based on a romantic relationship, especially with the first woman mayor of the city of New Orleans?
To me, it's irrelevant that it's romance or that it's female. What is relevant is that it is an incredible breach of the public trust. It's an incredible betrayal of people's confidence in their own government, and it's a violation of innumerable.
And this be why people don't want politicians that aren't married. Because when you married, at least if you're going to do some shit like this, you will be forced to at least try to hide it for real.
Federal criminal laws. That's what's important to me as a prosecutor. My job is to participate in the investigation and prosecution of federal law. Who breaks federal law and their particular characteristics is really irrelevant to what we do. We follow the evidence, we follow the law wherever it leads, and we do our jobs.
Mr. Simpson, can you please speak to the statement? Can you speak to some of the challenges in prosecuting this case, as there's been denial after denial, of course, related to also having false statements in front of the grand jury? And then also, if you could speak to it all, whether the grand jury has been released from subpoena, if they're going to continue to sit and hear more aspects of this case at all, or if there is any other grand jury proceedings pending?
Well, I can't comment on the grand jury because of, obviously, very strict grand jury secrecy rules and regulations. What I can say is that the investigation in this matter is decidedly ongoing. And whatever leads, whatever information we get.
Yeah, was is an issue, though. You see what was then turned into. You kind of feel what I'm saying? She was mad sloppy with this shit. Just looking at some of the pictures. What's up, Elsie, too? Like, looking at some of the pictures, like, these niggas was mad comfortable at whatever point where the feds are taking them pictures, like, right across from the table from them. It's like, yeah, they was getting mad comfortable.
That is actionable, that we can develop into evidence that indicates additional federal crimes or individual players. In any or all of this, we will pursue.
And then the first part of my question about how, the challenges of just, of constantly, in your own words, making false statements in front of the grand jury. I mean, what are the challenges to be constantly kind of reiterated by the mayor that the allegations are false?
What are the consequences? The consequences are criminal. And when they become criminal, when the falsity of those statements is established by evidence, it proves their falsity. That's the consequences. And people can say what they want, clearly in their own defense, and the mayor is absolutely correct in exercising her right to do so. What I would say is the ultimate judge of all of this is the evidence that we have developed that forms the basis of this superseding indictment.
Cassie Sherman, WDSU. So in the documents, it alleges other
The media kind of having the mayor back.
people knew about these actions. Could there be any more indictments further past this from public officials?
Well, I can't answer that right now because, as I indicated, our investigation continues. So the possibilities are open. We don't know. I can't predict one way or another, and I'd be inaccurate if I said I had any sense of that. But I assure you, when I said that this is still a vital and ongoing and active investigation, it is.
The people that you guys were seeing the text messages that were warning the mayor, did you guys talk to them in person or have an interview?
I think the reason why we have evidence is because it is supported by reality.
It's supported by reality, nigga.
So I won't comment on specifically the evidence, but one thing I've learned as a federal prosecutor over a long time is that you really don't say anything unless you can back it up pretty definitively.
And then my last question, just real quick. In the past, the mayor has said these allegations have been politically motivated. What would you say back to that?
I'd say that's a nice defense. That's a defense that you would use in court.
The dates of the charges go back to 2020.
This nigga is happy to be out with this bitch. Like, y'all niggas is just on camera.
24 or go as late as 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Why not wait until she's out of office in just a few months? And are you concerned about?
Great question. Why can't y'all just wait a couple months? She about to be out of office anyway. Y'all waited this long.
How having a mayor under indictment will affect the administration of the city of New Orleans?
Yeah, again, my mandate as a prosecutor really deals with when the evidence and the facts and the circumstances reach a point of rightness so that a prosecution is mandated, we act. I don't think in terms of the political calculus, particularly because that's not my job. That is for someone else. But the excellent prosecutors and the law enforcement partners that we have, our jobs are very different. We go after lawbreakers, and especially in this city, public corruption has crippled us for years and years, and this is extremely significant to act when the evidence demands it, and that's what we're doing.
Mr. Simpson, James Stone at the Times-Picayune.
This is the last question.
Damn. Hey, nigga, this is the last question.
Okay, the administration at the bureau level and at the level of the Justice Department is
I
pretty
mean, the way this nigga lips just keep smacking be killing me.
demonstrably refocused away from public corruption investigations. Did that have an effect on this investigation, and did it present any challenges?
I don't, in our office, the reality is that whatever cases we have, if we have sufficient evidence, be it public corruption, be it violent crime, be it financial crimes, we do it.
See, but these answers is lame, nigga. This nigga's just like, but we the FBI, we go, just like what Kevin said, like the FBI goes after lawbreakers. Didn't know that. Like that's basically his answer. Was just like, nigga, put it. Basically, what they should just say is, put it on your mama. This ain't a political hit. Like this nigga, like what is this, bro? You know what you doing.
Whether there is an initiative by a particular administration, one way or another, it doesn't make any difference. If we have a crime that we can prove of any sort that is a violation of federal criminal law, that's what we do.
Derrick Rose is long gone.
We investigate it, we build a case, and when it comes to the point where we feel like we have proof beyond a reasonable doubt of each and every count that is alleged or crime that is alleged within that indictment, then we do our jobs and we prosecute it.
Mr. Simpson, what's the timeline for
I thought y'all said that was the last question.
The timeline for next step would be really the timeline. Are you talking about proceeding to court?
I mean, eventually, you've got summits, you've got a couple, what's your next interaction with Mayor Cantrell and eventually getting to court? What's your timeline there?
Well, apparently the next step would be an arraignment for her. And there's, of course, a bond procedure. And from there, it proceeds as any other federal criminal case would go. There are a plea of clearly not guilty would be entered, as they always are. And then trial dates would be set. Discovery would occur, which is obviously the exchange of documentation and information between the government and the defense and vice versa. And then it goes from there to however it resolves, be it in a courtroom, at trial.
Y'all gonna push her like that for real?
Or whatever else the options are, a plea or what. And there will be motions, legal motions filed continuously during this process, of course, to shape the direction of the case.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Quick clarification on the
Yeah, she did something to piss them off because they done turned they back on her.
text messages.
All right, that of course is acting U.S. Attorney Michael Simpson. He is talking
Yeah,
about
they're
the
trying to get off
historic
the phone,
indictment
right?
of Mayor
Yeah,
Latoya
man.
Cantrell of the city of New Orleans
I
and
think
her
when
former
you
bodyguard.
read the indictment and get a chance to really study it, it'll answer that question for you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
So they done caught this bitch fucking with her bodyguard. Her bodyguard saying he on the clock, but this nigga really up in them guts. Getting the government to pay for you to fuck the mayor is outrageous. And she looked like a stud. She looked very stud like. He definitely looked more feminine than she do. Yeah, she had to make somebody mad, because I'm like,
relationship.
Like, this shit happened last year. She about to be out of office, all this shit. Like, she did something. But it comes back, it's a lot of shit she's done in the sense of just like, just disrespecting niggas.
WL Louisiana News at 6 begins with breaking news.
On the tail end of her career as New Orleans mayor, LaToya Cantrell has now been indicted as part of a federal investigation. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Katie Moore. Mayor Cantrell and her bodyguard, Jeffrey Vappy, are facing several charges from a federal grand jury. The indictment lists 11 federal charges that include conspiracy and fraud stemming from an intimate relationship between the two and their alleged efforts to conceal it. City of New Orleans just sounded a statement about the situation, saying, quote, the mayor's attorney, Eddie Castang, recently received the information and is thoroughly reviewing the document. Until his review is complete, the city will not comment further on this matter. This has been a situation unfolding throughout the day, and Chief Investigative Reporter David Hammer joining us more with the allegations.
That nigga got his notes ready to go, nigga.
He's joining us live now with more on these allegations. David, 11 counts against the mayor, more than that against her and Vappy together.
Yeah, that's right, Katie. It's a historic day in Alaska with the summit between Russia and the United States, but it's a historic day in New Orleans because the sitting mayor has been indicted by a federal grand jury, charged as part of an 18-count superseding indictment against her former bodyguard, Jeffrey Vappy. 12 counts specifically address the mayor's actions, and those include conspiracy, false statements, and obstruction of justice.
Man.
Now, the grand jury alleges Cantrell and Vappy began an intimate relationship around October 2021. They used their official city position.
He said she looked like the South Carolina coach. I'm shitty.
Positions to spend time together while Vappy claimed to be on duty providing mayoral security. This allegedly included false time cards.
This is the picture for me right here where I'm like, nigga, the Fed, like, y'all niggas were just too comfortable.
False travel expense forms and misuse of taxpayer-funded trips, costing the city of New Orleans over $70,000 just for Vappy's expenses. They allegedly concealed the relationship and gave false statements to the FBI and to a federal grand jury. Vappy allegedly submitted time cards claiming to work full shifts while actually engaged in personal activities with Cantrell. And Cantrell allegedly signed off on false travel expense forms.
Look at this nigga. This nigga waiting to pick his bitch up.
Showing trips as purely official business expenses. Cantrell allegedly deleted thousands of WhatsApp messages with Vappy. And the indictment alleges that Cantrell lied under oath to the grand jury about producing all of those messages. Now, acting U.S. Attorney Michael Simpson held a press conference just a little while ago, and here's what he had to say.
This indictment does not allege that a relationship constitutes a crime. It also does not allege that the criminal activity occurred on merely a handful of discrete days or that the behavior was limited to a small series of discrete actions. Rather, it reflects the prosecution of two public officials alleged to have engaged in a years-long continuing fraud scheme that used...
This is what it looked like when niggas think they never gonna get caught. Like, they are just out in public.
Public money for personal ends by exploiting their power and their authority.
Now by Matt Chester, former federal prosecutor who actually was involved in the indictment and prosecution of Mayor Ray Nagin back in 2014. And Matt, we know that there's actually another case that's quite similar here. The former mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, was pled guilty to a state charge involving money involving an affair with her bodyguard. Do we learn anything from that experience here, and does it apply to what Mayor Cantrell is facing?
I think the answer is yes and no. That case was, as you mentioned, a state case brought by the local district attorney's offices and state law enforcement agencies. This, of course, is federal. That case involved a mayor who resigned, who pled guilty. She was given probation. One distinction.
Can she plead guilty and get probation for this shit?
Between this case and that case, at least as far as what's been made public, is the allegations of the obstructive conduct by the mayor. And that's obviously going to be a challenge for her as she prepares.
I hope I said something that added value to your life. Nigga, you just did not.
To defend this case, the lying to the grand jury, lying to federal law enforcement, the allegations of swearing out a false affidavit. Both have similarities because it's about an affair, but this has a little bit more of that cover-up conduct that the prosecutors are going to be looking at.
Thank you, Tony Romo.
Is it the type of thing where it's not just about the crime, it's the cover-up here, the alleged cover-up, that really makes this...
You telling me that ain't Tony Romo?
More significant potentially for Mayor Cantrell?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody understands, you know, having affairs and not wanting affairs to be public, but the adage kind of holds true here. The cover-ups may be worse than the underlying conduct, and here, at least according to the grand jury indictment, there are allegations of that over the course of months and years when you have text messages and WhatsApp messages that have been deleted, lying to the grand jury, some of the other things we mentioned. So, yeah, I think that bears out here.
Yeah, and Katie, again, this is a case where these are only allegations, and a challenge for prosecutors will be they have to bring this to court now, potentially at a trial if it gets that far, and convince a jury that this is not just about a romantic relationship, it's about alleged corruption.
Well, that shouldn't be that hard to prove. It's not hard to prove. Because all you got to prove is, I don't care if they were together or not. And that doesn't mean that's illegal. I can have my opinion on it. But nigga, if you was sitting here saying that you was working overtime while you was clapping her cheeks, nigga, like, this ain't about the relationship, nigga. That is fraud, nigga.
Reporting live from Federal Criminal Court, David Hammer, WWL.
Lauren said with baby teeth.
Louisiana.
All right, thanks so much, David. And I'm joined now here in the studio with investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein. You know, David talked about the cover-up that's alleged here. At its core, what we're talking about is also the misuse of essentially public funds on the part of both the mayor and on Jeffrey Vappy's part by making these trips around the country and around the world together, 14 of them alleged by prosecutors, and doing that using public money.
That's what I'm saying. 14 trips where this nigga pretended that he was working, but he really went on vacation with this bitch. Yeah, that's not gonna be hard to convince a jury that shit wasn't that this case has nothing to do with them, quote unquote, being in a relationship.
Right, and that's actually very important when it comes to federal sentencing guidelines. The dollar amount of an alleged fraud determines the amount of potential prison time and really the stakes of what the mayor and Jeffrey Vappy are facing here. Now, we know that they put a dollar amount on Vappy's travel at $70,000 plus. Then you have the times when he was accused of collecting city money for police work when he was actually allegedly engaged in his intimate relationship with the mayor. So all that tallies up. But I can tell you that talking to some defense attorneys, they are seeing that there are some potential weak spots in this indictment. For example, where do you draw the line between official duties in either protecting the mayor or her business? And, you know, some of this alleges...
Yeah, but what do you mean, where do you draw the line? I think it's an easy line to say that, nigga, you can't say that you are out protecting the mayor when it's just you and the mayor going somewhere and hanging out. Like, okay, you get, like, for example, if this was a situation where he was like clapping her cheeks at conventions and shit like that, she was already supposed to be at and he was already supposed to be at, then I'm like, I wouldn't say too much. It was other, because it would be other motherfucking security with them, and you know, like, just because he in there, don't nobody know what the fuck he in there doing. And if they found out he was fucking like after a campaign speech or some shit like that on these trips, then I can maybe see. But these is like trips where it wasn't nothing going on. They went to do shit. This shit ain't even hard.
Intimate relationships in the Pantaba apartment, in which Vappy was there, but who is to say that she's not reading over official documents, working late, burning the midnight oil? So once again, I'm just giving the perspective from criminal defense attorneys, see that this is not a slam dunk on all counts.
Absolutely not. And, you know, I think prosecutors.
Yes, the fuck it is. If y'all can prove that they went to any damn trip for the sole purpose of just them going to hang out, it's a wrap.
Made it clear that there were two key points there, that, you know, she went on trips that did not require a bodyguard in many instances, and they pretty specifically spelled out what behavior was happening in places where they could prove it based on those communications that they got. So thank you so much, Mike.
See, that sounds pretty easy to prove to me.
Mike, for joining me with that perspective. Now, Cantrell's bodyguard, Jeffrey Vappy, as we mentioned, was already facing allegations of fraud and making false statements before today's indictment. Also related to all of this, though, Amelia Strahan joining us live now with more.
Man, this is all bad for them.
More on the charges that Vappy's facing and how that all connects to his alleged relationship with the mayor again. Amelia?
Now, Katie, this indictment states that Jeffrey Vappy's relationship with the mayor started back in 2021, and Vappy is already facing charges related to questionable clock-ins when he was supposed to be working as the mayor's bodyguard. This time last year, just over a year ago rather, a grand jury indicted the former NOPD officer on 7 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of false statements. Over the course of their 3-year alleged affair, the feds say the couple spent intimate time together while Vappy was supposed to be on the clock.
So she knew this was coming.
According to the original indictment, he collected around $7,000 in city pay when he was spending intimate time with Cantrell. Vappy pleaded not guilty to those charges. United States Attorney Michael Simpson stressed today's allegations are about much more than just a romantic relationship.
It reflects the prosecution of 2 public officials alleged to have engaged in a years-long continuing fraud scheme that used public money for personal ends by exploiting their power and their authority.
Now, the indictment states that that relationship lasted until Vappy retired last year. Reporting from New Orleans, Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
All right, much more to come on that part of this story. Thanks so much, Amelia. And reactions are pouring in from state and local leaders about the federal indictment against Cantrell. Lily Cummings joining us live outside of City Hall with more on what they're saying. Lily?
Yeah, well, Katie, as you mentioned at the top of the show, we finally heard from the mayor's office within the last hour saying that they aren't going to be providing any further comment. Now, before that, we heard...
Bro, she look high as shit.
...from at least 5 of 7 city council members, many of them saying that they were praying and wishing the best for the mayor and her family as they navigate this indictment, also saying that they remain focused on their constituents. Now, of course, we have 2 council members who are vying for the title of mayor right now as we enter this or we approach rather this October mayoral election. Now, those 2 council members said in statements, Oliver Thomas saying, quote, "The announcement today reminds us of the need to let the justice system work in a fair, timely fashion and without regard to politics or preference. I'm praying for Mayor Cantrell, her family, and all New Orleanians. These are critical times for our city to get back on track and to stay focused on building a city that works and thrives for everyone. Let us all hope for a swift resolution to the situation that will bring justice. We must unify as a city and focus on the challenges we face together." And Council Vice President Helena Moreno saying, quote, "The mayor is entitled to a presumption of innocence and a vigorous defense." Councilmember Moreno's focus remains on a new way forward for New Orleans, restoring basic services, creating opportunity, and putting people first.
When shit like this happens, this is when it makes me think of The Wire in real life. Because, you know, for those that have seen The Wire, you hear what they saying on TV. But you know, on The Wire, behind the scenes, you'll find out really who pissed who off, how this happened, all this shit. Remember, a lot of this shit from season 2 with Valchek happened literally because Valchek wanted to have a stained glass with his name on it in the church.
will continue to be her priority. And so far, Katie, we have not heard.
Generally, Janice, it comes from them getting away with it for so long.
From Governor Jeff Landry. However, Attorney General Liz Murrill told us she is monitoring this matter closely. Reporting live from City Hall, Lily Cummings, WWL, Louisiana.
Okay, thanks so much, Lily.
The fuck did
Not just about the.
So this is bad for the mayor. They done indicted her, nigga. They didn't even indict Tiffany. Nigga, they didn't even indict Tiffany. Yeah, it becomes a way of life. They get away with it for so long. That's why it's like they get bold like that. I guarantee you go when they was first fucking around, they was not outside like that. They start looking around feeling like didn't nobody give a fuck and they was doing certain shit and didn't get no reaction from no people or none of that shit. Next thing you know, they out like, cause it's another thing where it's like, it's another thing if he'd have just been out with her, he could have played it off, but they got him on camera drinking with the mayor. You supposed to be on duty. What you doing drinking with the mayor, nigga? You on duty. The fuck is this? Nobody has made a good social media movie yet. Like a movie that just shows like how people are out of the matrix, like especially people that are addicted to the matrix, really show what their lives are like outside of the matrix, or like outside of the matrix. And how it could be somebody like you ain't never thought about it when you went to like a gas station and it's that one clerk that's always like glued to their phone whenever you come in. Man, that could be an evil troll like a motherfucker, nigga. Literally just sitting at the gas station being evil in the Matrix. Because I'm telling you, some of these niggas that like even be getting at me, where I just be like, I understand not liking me. I don't be sitting here like everybody should love my content, any of that shit. What be killing me is like how far you go. It ain't even like you put in a comment you ain't like it, no shit. Like you be wishing harm on a nigga. You niggas just try to find personal information, try to start stalking a nigga. Y'all want to know what my family members and shit look like, cause that'll explain a lot. Like, that's the part where it's just like, man, y'all niggas ain't got no life in the Matrix. Cause that shit take a lot of work. And that's like who Jed, so that's why Jed hides like he does. Because it ain't just like the quote unquote haters who he hides from. He gotta hide from his own people too. Cause you gotta remember, extreme parasocial weirdos. Where it's like, you know, some of these people done told Jed when shit get hot, come live with me. You know what I mean? And all this other shit. Like I was watching, I've been watching some of his old shit, getting ready for this marathon. And it's crazy just like how he has kind of honed his skills, kind of dialed back on certain shit, ramped up others. He don't pretend to be as nice as he used to be. I think we've kind of broken him on that, like everybody, because he's never faced this type of pressure ever. At most, when he's normally getting pressed, it'd be like a handful of people. He's never had to deal with like several platforms all shooting at him at one time. Like, he nervous waiting on motherfucking random news. He nervous about how I'm moving. The fact that we getting ready to file this lawsuit on Jed, it blows my mind because I never thought he would be dumb enough to go that far with it. But he did. And now we getting ready to, but the devil, that's how the devil works, bro. The devil will lead you down some paths that make you feel like it's the path to win, and it's a dead end. Filing that copyright strike followed by striking my shit was really bad. And since it didn't go the way that he thought it was going to go, he's been quiet. He's been really quiet. Because now it's bad. He ain't get to block that interview. He can't make me shut up. And then I'm helping Conscious with the shit. So now he mad about that because I know all of that shit was trying to get Conscious information, but now he can't get it. It's hard to connect with parasocial people, like, at least for me personally. Because you take this, you be taking the Matrix. If you take the Matrix more serious than I take it, then it's hard for me to connect. And then, like, off the air, I'm gonna be a buzzkill to you. Cause it's hard. Like, I'm just not in tune like I used to be. That's okay. Like, I've learned to embrace certain things more and not be as uptight about everything in the grand scheme of things. But you're also dealing with a nigga that's like, we 2 weeks away from like the craziest shit ever. He got court with Vivian on the 26th. I heard that motherfucking Amir put up a new motion. Amir, because and Jed don't know everything that I know, man. It's some stuff that I know he wish he knew about Amir that I know. So look, I'm gonna read this shit. I do think this shit is important to what we got going on. Especially since we got a small crowd tonight. Let's take advantage. Dear Jedediah Brown, official notice of motion to present evidence based on repeated violations of protective order number 250P61347, 15th of August, 2025, 11 a.m. Notice of motion for potential repeated violations of protective order number 250P61347, State of Illinois Circuit Court, Gregory Greer versus Jedediah Brown. Mr. Gregory L. Greer, a.k.a. Amir A.H. Shakur, the first Freedom First International team, along with the newly formed Thornton Township Citizens Action Committee, have received multiple complaints from community members that you, Jedediah Brown, or your YouTube channel manager account, also known on social media sites as Investigate and Advocate, have potentially violated the state civil and or constitutional rights of granted by the noted order of protection, more especially the state of Illinois' order of protection number 250P61347, Cook County. At this point, it is our intent to satisfy this motion for review to potential violations for judicial review on 21st of August, 2025 at 9 a.m., room 210. We believe the most consistent and disturbing part of the various complaints would suggest that on several occasions while speaking to the INA YouTube audience, Mr. Brown had proposed further intent to threaten and harm Mr. Greer Shakur, who again does have current restraining orders and such continued attempts to speak to public in digital open forums while voicing his personal opinions, which we believe have been cyberbullying, physical threats, and cyber stalking by your operation. An incident Monday, July 14th, 2025, around 8:30 p.m. is where Mr. Brown, as a criminal offender, has also been in a physical confrontation in Thornton Township, Harvey, Illinois, July 14th, 2025, in which multiple individuals were criminally charged with the battery during a mob action brawl. But we believe there is a consistent amount of bad disruptive behavior to completely present the courts with Mr. Brown's potential criminal violation of the court order. We will remind Mr. Brown that due to the current status of FYI, his INA leadership team and any followers that such activities are not just simple violations of citizens' rights, but these actions can put your organization both criminally, civilly, and personally in jeopardy of deep civil litigation, as well as fostering negative public opinion. As a reminder, freedom of speech is the right to express ideas and opinions without government interface or interference, fear of punishment, or retaliation. The activity is protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Digital evidence to be presented. Tell the judge, MP4. I'm fired up, MP4. Jed, those two videos are bad news. Tell the judge, and I'm fired up. I know where one of them videos came from. Allegedly. This is alleged. Please keep in mind this is a legal notice of pending action. Cyber harassment is a form of harassment or intimidation conducted through electronic means such as the internet or mobile devices. It involves the use of digital technologies to repeatedly offend, annoy, attack, threaten, or abuse a victim, causing distress and harm. Cyber harassment can take various forms, including cyberbullying, sending unwanted messages, or sharing private information without consent. Key aspects of cyber harassment. Electronic communication. Cyber harassment relies on electronic communication systems like the internet, email, social media, and messaging platforms. Intentional harm. Cyber harassment is characterized by deliberate intent to cause harm, distress, or intimidation to the victim. You know, like when you was wearing them championship belts. Pattern of behavior is not a one-time incident, but a pattern of repeated actions designed to harass, threaten, or abuse the target. Examples of cyber harassment: threatening or harassing messages through email, text, or social media, creating fake profiles or impersonating the victim to spread rumors or damage their reputation, sharing private or intimate images or videos without consent, spreading false narrative to further criminal activity or gains, using social media to bully, insult, or humiliate the victim. Harassment in Illinois, cyber stalking is a serious offense that can be charged as a Class 4 felony. The law defines cyber stalking as electronic communication to harass another person. Remember when I read all this shit to Jed and he thought I was playing about it? That nigga cared. That nigga CC'd everybody, bro. Alicia Spikes. Do you know who Alicia Spikes is? Please don't make me tell you. Man, y'all gonna make me tell y'all, man. Y'all ain't shit. Nigga, Alicia Spikes is allegedly Jed. Jed, I know who gave him one of them videos, and I'm gonna let you take a guess who. And the video in question is, it was some real reckless shit you was saying. I know you took the video down, but you remember when I told you that you can delete the videos and hide them all you want? I got them. This is what I was talking about, Jed. The court gonna find out. She comes up as a known relative of his. Word through the grapevine, I personally heard that it be him. But shit, I don't know. Or care enough to, figure it out. But then Jed responded as Jed under the Alicia account. Yep. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Random News busted that shit out some on his videos too, some of his older ones. She's a director of Jed's mom organization online, which could easily be Jed. I was watching this video last night where Jed, like, it was weird. I thought Jed was a different person at first. Somebody in the chat was like, yeah, you was wrong for saying blah, blah, blah. That nigga was like, you right. I was wrong for saying that. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck? I was like, is this nigga high? And then the nigga said, all right. But what did she say to me though? I was like, well, there it is. I was like, there it is. Here, I'll let you hear this shit. I'm gonna let you see two little parts from this. I ain't gonna play this whole video. Cause the shit was actually, it was funny. Look at this egghead demon, nigga. You ain't never seen a demon with a motherfucking head like a milk dud, nigga. Half sucked on sugar baby.
Acting up on me a little bit here. I love y'all. I apologize again for what has been displayed. And I'm not going to further indulge. I'm going to get back to work today. I'm gonna do the best I can for this justice family and this justice movement.
Nigga, do you got on some fake lashes? Oh my Lord.
I've learned a whole lot. I don't plan on making any excuses. And I hope that those of you all who are able to remain, that you remain and understand that we got a long road ahead of us. The best way we can get to the destination is if we do it together. If we get there together. I've learned a whole lot.
Okay.
And just like I said in the other video, I'm just really trying to not let distrust or apprehension of people set in me.
You know how I know this ain't Jed's house? Jed, you would never have that. See me, that's mandatory. Any house I live in, one of the closets has to have a basketball goal on it. Has to. This is a super old video, Rhonda. Super old.
I'm trying not to become skeptical, and I'm trying not to allow my discernment to become marred by my negative experiences. And that's not easy.
Being cheesy.
People are still in from all over the world, y'all. We can do this. We can get this right. And I did not really sleep last night. I did stay up all night. Even right now, I'm good. I'm good.
It's like 7 years old. This is during one of his other scams.
I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna get back to work.
Not the cap.
Throughout all of it, I'm gonna get back to work.
Real shit. This is 18 hours coming out of a motherfucking ecstasy binge. Just sitting back reflecting.
As a matter of fact, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I could not go back at this point. I can't go back. If I really, if I try with everything in me, I just can't. Everything that I have is riding on the success of justice. You were wrong for calling Sheena out of her name. I agree. I agree. Now, did you see what Sheena called me?
You almost had it, Jed. You almost had it. You almost had it.
Will you tell her the same thing? I have a threat that there's some guys that's looking for me. You gonna tell her that was wrong too? The fact that she stepped down and then came back and attacked us one by one and manipulated things. Are you gonna call her and say that this is hard? I gotta learn and not respond to negativity.
Did you ever learn?
But we all were wrong.
Right, never just you. That's a lot for
I
Jed.
did.
Jed won't admit being wrong at
Do
all
my
now.
best. I did my best.
It wasn't
Keep
good
us all
enough.
together. I did my best to get him on the same.
Okay, so he's just whining. He's a letdown as usual. You know, everything he promised. This is like at the end of the scam, when the money start drying up, like when the donations start drying up, and then the people that are still kind of hanging around want to be asking questions because everybody knows it's over. You know, this is what always happens with Jed. When when the hype's going, it's hard to really touch him because he's got that cadence going and everybody watching, donating, buying shit, and all this other shit. Then once which I predicted, I told everybody, I was like, Tiffany's out of office. Tick, 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 tick. So, and then by the end of the shit with Jed, you realize that he's raised thousands of dollars and not one of the fucking things that he raised money for he did. Outside of something like for himself. If he raised money for a flight or some shit like that, he got that. Even though he can't prove to you that he went where he said he was or did what he said he was going to do when he got there. You know, this nigga bragging about 2 Vegas trips, but all we know and can see is he went to Vegas. We didn't see him actually do anything else. So after all of that whining, trying to do woe is me, and he goes to his secret weapon.
Tactical nuke incoming!
That secret weapon, nigga. That secret weapon.
And pay his mama and accept the invitation.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get I'm at this.
I always notice Jedediah's face when he's sicking somebody on people. He get off on it. When it was like, when he get his mama involved, he'll make this face. When he was getting Mary involved, he would make this face. Whenever he gets somebody to jump in, because he feels like he's playing, he controlling them for real. He got them out here really doing some shit for him.
Doggone ATM, I'll just wait until this man standing behind me, he and trying to get a withdrawal. I'm driving, so I might be like in and out.
Okay.
But basically, I wanted to say this
Speak your mind.
on live. I'm not in agreement that my son has to answer some of you all's questions that you are answering, because if it's irrelevant to the topic as his why he's on, then you don't need to know anything about how many times he didn't walk his dog, if he brushed his teeth or not. He don't have to answer those questions. That's not what this is about.
Those aren't the questions people ever want answers to. Generally with Jed, the question is always, where the money go, Jed? That's generally the question. Nobody cares about when he's walking his dog.
And I've sat by, and I've been very quiet through the whole process of everything that he has went through, and you all have lied on him. You have tried to antagonize him. And then when the tears were shared last night, I said, enough is enough. Now he has a whole mother that cares about him and love him. I
Then why didn't you teach him to be better?
will shut something down when it comes to my child. Now, I saw things with the girl that got on there last night. She lied. I had conversations with her. The Lord gave me that word on Sunday that the backstabbers was on the loose and it was coming. And I need you all to understand.
I'm listening.
I am a woman of God that walks in righteousness and holiness, and I don't have to prove that, because you don't have to tell nobody nothing if the fruit of the Spirit is evident in your life. Now, he headed up the freedom fighters. Yes, he has had a platform because he's a wild and out kid, and he has done things by jumping on stages and doing stuff that he feels that was spontaneously done. But I feel a lot of things that he's done he was led by God to do them.
God led him to get in a fist fight with Trump supporters. God led Jedediah Brown to disrupt the Trump rally, and literally, maybe if it wasn't for the fist fighting part, Jed, maybe I'd let you have it. But you literally you had fisticuffs with old white people, bro. Right, he's the vessel. Like, get the fuck out of here. The devil is a fucking lie, bro. Like, bro, Jed, bro, this is how low down. This is like, it gives family scammer vibes. When you can call your mama and she will just like defend you like this, where it's like either she's mad, delusional about who you are, or she's in on it.
Kid, and he has done things by jumping on stages and doing stuff that he feels that was spontaneously done. But I feel a lot of things that he's done he was led by God to do them. He don't have to answer to your carnality. A lot of you are sitting up on here with two-facedness. You like something that she said yesterday, and then you come on my page, and then you go on his page, and then you like something that he says too.
Well, I didn't know we had to play games. Like, I thought it was okay that, I don't have it. Just because I like something you said today doesn't mean, and I didn't like something they said yesterday doesn't mean that the roles won't reverse tomorrow. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So look, all y'all niggas right now who have disagreed with anything I've ever said, you ain't nothing but a two-faced bitch. Two-faced motherfuckers. How dare you don't agree with every motherfucking thing I said. Nigga, if there's ever been anything that I motherfucker said, you like, man, I don't know about that one, Shay. You a two-faced bitch. We about to start playing by these Jed rules, nigga. This motherfucker said you like something he said. Well, you like something that was said on this page one day. You like something said on my page one day. That's generally how that shit go. Like, what are we talking about, nigga?
A lot of you are sitting up on here with two-facedness. You like something that she said yesterday, and then you come on my page, and then you go on his page, and then you like something that he says too. You double-minded. You
what?
Two-faced. You unclear who you want to support. You unclear who you want to follow. You got to know your why. You got to know the very essence of your being. You got to know why you doing what you doing. You got to know why you following who you following. So if you get it twisted and you're confused, that means that you need to work on yourself. We have no room to judge nobody because nobody is perfect. Now, if you got a problem and you want to talk to me about it, I'll make my phone number public. You can call me and talk to me anytime.
Jed, like, don't do that.
Or you can meet me and we can have a talk face to face because I'm not afraid of nobody. But this is my child. He's imperfect just.
This is the nigga that y'all won't lead, and y'all is a nigga that will hide behind his fucking mama. Y'all INA fans, man. When I be seeing shit like this, I be like, man, y'all wild, man. This is why stuff like this is why Jed don't have a lot of real men behind him. Because real men's like, wait, what? We following a nigga that go and hide behind his mommy? When shit get hot, he gonna go call his mommy? What?
Like you are. And I want the world to know y'all gonna leave mines alone. My niece and all of these busybodies and other men's affairs that the Bible talks about, you're gonna leave my child alone. You can say people crazy if you wanna. I'm crazy.
Yeah, this is the nigga that's gonna be y'all congressman. A nigga that when shit get hot, he gonna put his mama on.
When it comes to Jesus, I'm crazy in Jesus. I get all of my senses, but woe unto them because the Bible does not lie, and the word of God will not fail. If the Bible said it, it is written as law. You shall reap what you sow. And I need you all to lose my child and leave him alone and realize that you got a child of your own. You can take me off.
I love you. But just say I'm a grown man. You said I'm a unruly kid.
Lies and foolishness that's
going
on.
I'm an unruly kid.
Everything does not have to be even talked about even on live. And I really need you all to hear that. The devil ain't doing nothing but liking what y'all doing, and you all giving it to him.
No, that's gaslight on the level. See, my bad.
He said, resist the devil and he will flee. That's something that we got to learn how to digest. Do what the word says do, and then the outcome shall always be great. You can take me off because I'm on my way into my office.
See you later, ma.
This weak ass nigga, bro.
I said I love you.
See, this is why he got to do shit like follow. This is why he can't get on no stream and have a man-to-man talk with me, because I got facts on my side and I ain't no pussy ass nigga. He know I would humiliate him just in a normal conversation, because he'll get emotional, he'll get mad and all this shit, because he a mama's boy. He a punk ass mama's boy. Can't no mama's boys get at me, bro. That's why he do shit like file false copyrights, because he can't face me as a man on, in a fair, any type of fair one-on-one. This nigga sitting here hiding behind his mama like this is cray-cray. Potato gaming. It's some disgusting shit.
Love you too, Jed. And you better call me too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Woo. And then this nigga's like, woo. Like, nigga, you look weak as fuck, nigga. You look weak as fuck, nigga. You got the most feminine bald head that I've ever seen, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, hiding behind God, saying God led Jed to do all this chaotic stuff, fucking with people, messing with people. Like, bro, it's gross to me when it's time to be accountable. Even if you feel you right, to be accountable in that moment, to be like, yeah, I did that, but that ain't how it didn't turn. No, Jed will literally just be like, he won't really take blame for shit, and then hide behind this blanket of either A, saying that he's not perfect and God's still working with him, even though he make it seem like God is not really good with working with him because he's doing the exact same stuff over and over and over. Or B, he will hide behind God. God told me, led me this way, and oh, God gonna fix it, and da 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 da. Or when he's really on one, he'll go to the extreme of C and start blaspheming, praying to God to hurt people and all this other shit. He gonna learn, and he's getting a lesson now. He's not even paying attention to the real life squeeze he's beginning to get. And this is before what's getting ready to happen in this next week.
So how do you okay, wait, people saying y'all can't see. Y'all can't see. I'm sorry. She's called me an unruly child.
Nigga, you are a child. That's why you need your mommy.
Oh my God.
Your mommy.
Can y'all see me or not? Okay, y'all say y'all can't see. Well, y'all gotta listen, because I'm gonna do this last one and I'm done. Where is that guy that said he wanted to come on? Whoa.
But Jed don't realize he's gonna have to talk to me one way or another, or he can just default the case.
Where's the guy that said he wanted to come on? We see you clear. Okay. I can see. Thank you. Hey, Jacqueline. You don't come back after that. That's for a mama for you. Yeah. Oh, no. People don't. My mama ain't no joke.
Yes, she is, nigga. Your mom ain't gonna do shit. Just because she got on the internet talking loud don't mean shit to me, nigga. just because she told you to get up and wash them clothes doesn't mean she's talking to me, nigga. And why you got dirty clothes all over your mama house anyway, bro? You damn near 40 and your mama got to tell you to wash this pile of clothes because you've been staying over there. They've been saying I don't have anywhere to lay my head. No, that's not what we said. What we said is you ain't got your own shit. You the quantum leap of couch surfing, nigga. Hoping that your next leap is the leap home face ass.
They keep on thinking it's sweet. My mama don't play.
It's sweet.
But that's if you can't see, you got to come out and come back in. And I think it's because of the area that I'm in. I want to just be, I want to do what I said I was going to do. So it was one other person I told I was going to bring on, but I don't see him. So with that being said,
Cap,
we're going to start getting ready to go to that project. We're going to get ready to go to that project. And with that being said, I don't even know what to say no more. Lord have mercy. I might have to go ahead and make my mama the vice president of justice.
That's because he over some single mama house. That's where he hide out a lot. He hides out over single baby mama houses. Like that's his bread and butter. If he can't find seniors, he wants single moms.
Lord have mercy. Okay, but with that being said, Chicago, I love you. Freedom fighters, I love you too. In America, justice, I love you. In America, even though we all tripping, I love y'all to, as my mom would say, peace and love over violence and corruption. Peace and love over violence and corruption. Peace and love over violence and corruption. Boy, my mama would never get on here first. That's supposed to let people. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers of people who said they want to come on, drop down. Even people looking at the video, drop down. Lord, I love my mama. Y'all see y'all in our private page. We got work to do. Peace.
What? We not adding value to our life or nothing like that? This nigga called his mama because, you know, he got caught scamming, and his mama ain't saying that he didn't scam. His mama mad because people done switched up and told on him. People found out he was a liar and they told on him. You know, the typical jizz shit. But I see why he's a low-level scammer, because now that he's trying to go bigger with it, he's made massive, crucial errors. Errors you didn't think you ever see. But I'm probably about to get out of here. I just came to kick it for a second. I got some things to do today, and I got an early stream to do. So say goodnight to your boy. Get the fuck out of here. Seems like the play. It's 4:30 on the East Coast. Got some big brothering to do. Janice, Kendra, Amber, number 5. Aaron, Potato, Gaming, Big, Lennox, Rhonda, Holly. We got a lot coming up this week. I need to get my rest. Probably ain't gonna be no late show tonight. I'm probably gonna do Vito, and then I'm gonna be done. Cause I need my rest. I got a lot to fucking do. But we gonna have some fun by the end of the week, though. Hammer Jam, Scott Johnson. I really want to just skip Vito, to be honest with you. Rest. But I should be here for Vito. Hopefully they go early. So I can be done like at 6 p.m. Then that would give me a full, basically 24 hours before the show. I got a lot. Vince better win that veto or he going home. What is it? Is Morgan, Mickey, and Vince? I gotta give Rachel credit. I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't know. We'll see if Keanu will get picked. I'm pretty sure production gonna make sure that nigga get the pick to play, so he can win the veto and put it in the box for Rachel. Guess we'll see. I'll be on for veto. Hopefully I get this live out early. If not, well, so what? Then again, I'm probably lying. God is great. God is great. I'm telling y'all, man, this next week is about to be crazy. There's only one way I can describe it.
belt to ass. I guess we gon' survive the onslaught of this lawsuit. He got 22 days from the 5th. But boy, I know that he coming back to YouTube because he needs some help because his grip is gone. I might not have the lyrics, but I'm telling y'all that we're looking real strong, and I guess do say we ain't going nowhere. So this is what I'll say. You tried, they helped you, you failed. Good luck. Bye-bye. Dismiss. Get your ass out of here.
The part that's gonna blow your mind, Kendra, is when you see this work of art next week.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve Lavoie. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for
Good night, J-Rock.
What I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
God is great.
What I
Devil,
can be for
you can flee.
You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Peace out, Cleveland. You said bye-bye, Mickey. Crazy, man. I think Vince is safe, bro. I really do.
Crushed it.
God is great. We'll have a good Big Brother discussion tomorrow. But then again, I'm probably lying.
I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You gotta pee?
It's all right.
No,
You got it, Jess.
You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
fall on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep.
Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.
Heifer.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.